Real Ron Musgraves here, not the short imposter. Enjoy the episode of Outlaw Window Cleaning Radio, and remember, install that fiber.
Nice. Yo!
What's going on?
This is episode 70 of Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio, and we are here with the sexiest man in window cleaning, back from
the
horror
tour.
The horror tour. 2019, Seth Byers.
Yeah.
And
hey, Seth.
Sexiest man in window cleaning, Tim Huber.
I get the first when you're not here.
Honorable mention.
I like that.
The shortest man in window cleaning, Mark Tanner, and the fattest guy in window cleaning, T. Squeaky. So, what's up, everybody? So, how was your? What's up, Jason? What's up with the? Vacation? Was it nice?
Yeah, man, I had a really good time. I'm a big golfer, so I played a ton of golf. Just kind of hung out. It was really good. My dad, before he was a property manager, owned a big carpet cleaning company. Mm-hmm. So I got to really pick his brain like a lot of nights that we were hanging out. So that was really nice. Got to do a trip with my dad I'll probably never get to do again. So it was a really good time.
That's cool.
That is awesome.
You were saying before, as we were getting started, that you spent like how many miles down the road? Like a couple miles down the road from Josh.
Yeah. I saw his post and I was like, oh shit, that's like right down the street from where I'm staying. So yeah, I ended up in Fort Myers the last like 10 or 12 days of my trip. I was over there.
Dude, you should have stalked him. He's not easy to miss.
No, I don't know, about 5 minutes to just go to a Steelers barn.
He's not. What up? Oh man, there he is. The newly put in jail, Rob Peloso, because he likes to share boner pictures.
Does it mean it's open season face swap on Rob Peloso because he can't fight back right now?
You can go hard body karate on him right now.
Yeah,
I gotta figure out this app you guys are using.
I had one, but I lost it. Now I can't find it. I keep going to the app store to find it. I can't find it. I had a real good one, but Rob he's so good. Seth,
yeah, I think Rob's not doing that on his phone. He's doing that on a computer. There's a big difference when you're on a cell phone or a computer. I could be wrong.
Why are you doubting the man's skills? I think you're
No. I'm saying this. What
I want to know is, hey, listen, I know what you're saying, but I want to know how come Mark Tanner gets away with the shit he posts and me and Rob cannot? Because I can tell you right now, Mark Tanner gets away with some shit on Facebook.
Dude, well, see, you got to disguise the dick. See, you put a dick in the background, so it's just kind of lurking. If you look a lot of my face swaps, you might have to zoom in, but you'll see penis somewhere. Okay? But, like, when I put the penises in Eddie Stewart's ladder rack, that was so evident. They flagged me immediately. So, you got to be kind of candid about it. Like, remember when I put the vagina on Josh? Yeah. You had to look for that.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
That. See, those are what I call...
How did you get away with that? And I can't get away with sharing a meme that everybody's sharing.
So you look at it, it's subliminal. You're like, was that a pussy? Did I just see a pussy?
What's the progress of the dick wind chimes since we're speaking?
The dick wind chimes, the machine is up and running. Now I've just got to figure out how to draw the dicks to scale, okay? So that's... yeah. And they're going to be... Yeah, they're going to be... And, well, I burnt my wiener when I laid down on the scanner, so that's not going to work.
So we need to put Mark's number right across his face.
Yeah.
We need guys to start texting him pictures.
Yeah.
Yeah, hashtag variety wieners.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking we need to have a couple curved ones in there. You know, just for effect.
Oh, jeez.
That's so good. I can't believe that we're to the point in this podcast where we're talking about fucking, I gotta make sure I get the dimensions on the dicks right.
Progress, baby, progress.
Good.
I have hashtag poo slacks kind of like next to Seth's face. So sometimes when he leans, it's like hashtag poo slacks right on his forehead.
I have to say this, Seth. The first time I read that, I was rolling on the floor laughing.
I couldn't stop laughing, dude. It's so funny, man. Oh, so good. That was probably the best inside joke ever. Hashtag poo slacks.
Oh, man. Well, he deserved it. He gets it.
Hey, what's up, David Casnuccia, the guy we can't get on the podcast?
Yeah.
Tim's back in the house. Yo, what up, John?
I am.
What up, Jason?
Like
what up, Richie Blue?
Richie
Our main man,
Blue.
50 Grand Richie Blue is watching tonight. That's kick-ass.
Hey,
Lewis
Richie.
Coatney, what's up, Lewis? Go ahead.
Hey, Richie. Just so you know, Richie, all of us sitting here, especially myself, TJ, and Tim. No offense, Seth, because you've been out on the whore tour, but we are pulling shrapnel out every day for you, man.
Yeah,
good.
fuck these guys, man.
Every day.
Yeah.
T-Roy's window cleaning is keeping it glassy.
Nice.
What
Nice.
up? I'm sorry.
T-Roy.
I'm still sorry about Minnesota, bro. Seriously. You know, he's the dude that you see in all the pictures hanging off the rope in a Superman costume, right? That's Troy.
Nice.
Troy
Nice.
DeAndrea, the one that cleans underwear, clean windows
Dude.
in his underwear.
And always
That
in an
guy's
outlaw
great.
shirt.
Oh, yeah.
He's fucking awesome.
Always in an
I
outlaw
wanted to
shirt.
get him on the podcast, but he said he's not too cool about being on camera. I said, you know,
Wait a
Marcus
minute.
Bay did it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
you're not too cool about being on camera, but you'll video yourself in your underwear, wash your
Right.
windows.
Yeah.
Hey,
see that
Seth
golf
Byers.
cart? Yes.
Seth Byers, John the Freedom says go Pats. I mean, we still think John the Freedom's a douchebag, but we're going to give you guys the go Pats. Only because Mark's wife is a Patriots fan. That's the only reason why we're getting that.
Only reason I could have passed? All right. That's fair.
That's
I can
the
go.
only reason why I'm going to allow that on the
Mark's
airwaves.
wife is a very smart woman. Very smart.
Yeah, she's a
I
Pats
still
fan.
say she has questionable judgment. She
yeah, she married me. What does
Mark,
that tell you?
So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's her judgment is
That's
questionable.
true. That's true.
So I
Yeah.
don't know. Go Pats. Whatever, man. I tell you what, man. Did anyone see Fedor get knocked out? Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
I recorded that. I haven't watched it yet, so you can say all you want about it, but I'm gonna.
He got murked, dude. Yeah, he got murked.
Did he?
Man. The last, what's up, Joe? Yeah, the last couple of last weekend's fights with Donald Cerrone, and Donald Cerrone come out and put a fucking beating on this kid for talking shit. This kid was talking mad shit in the press conferences and everything, and then the Cowboy Cerrone come out and pieced his ass up.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
Hey, look, man, I'm not hating John. Shit, Browns almost had it. Listen, man.
No, man, you can't shit on the Browns this year. It's like the first year in 20 years you can't give them shit. Don't give them shit.
I'm going to let everybody keep sleeping. It's cool. Put your head on the pillow.
I'm on the bandwagon.
It's a
So.
real
It's
deal.
all good with me. I don't care. I've been a Browns fan since jump, so it don't matter to me either way.
I've been a Browns fan for a month.
Yeah, when they start doing well, can't nobody question me because, I mean, I got it tattooed on me. I got pictures of me, little in brown shirts. I'm all gravy, baby. I got
Doodoo
the
Brown.
pedigree, the Doodoo Browns. So it is what it is. And the Browns almost had it, man. You know, but anyways, yeah, Fedor, he got smooth smoked out there. He got smooth smoked.
But there was a time when nobody could touch
It
him,
might
right?
have been a right. I can't remember. It was either an overhand, right. Hey, Dillashaw got he got, I don't know if he got an ass kicking, but he got caught for sure. So, I think that fight could go either way. So, I don't know.
Cowboys almost made it this year.
Cowboys almost made it this year.
Yeah. Saints should have made it this year. Saints got robbed.
Saints
Period.
did get robbed.
Yeah.
There's no question that the Saints got robbed.
That'll fix something with the.
Listen, I don't want. Don't roll your eyes.
No, I mean, I can't.
And they robbed us of the best, probably one of the best Super Bowl matchups ever. Breeze versus Brady. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that'd have been.
Dude, get out of here. Because they wanted it. Yeah, they wanted it to be
the. Up like 4 other plays in that game, though.
They had to have an LA team. Had to be an LA team.
It had to be an LA team. Come on, man. Let's be honest.
First year in LA, had to be an LA
team. Come on, dude.
Shit's rigged, dude.
You think so?
Rigged.
Fuck yeah.
Shit's rigged.
Dude, look what happened to the Browns. Look what happened to the Browns in the first 4 or 5 games of the season. The offensive coordinator and the fucking head coach were fighting, and they were calling plays for the team to fucking lose. Yeah. They were, you know what I mean? They were doing all kinds of stupid shit.
Well, they had the most incompetent head coach ever seen.
Yes.
That guy is a moron.
Yeah.
I love when Baker was walking over when he played Cincinnati the whole time, just jarring with him, and everyone's like, "How you doing that?" He's like, "Fuck you, it's awesome." Yeah. That's why I like Baker. Off the jump, he does not care.
Yeah. Our sports are just not legit anymore. There's just none of it.
He was being disrespected, and he got fucked. He should have been starting from jump.
Tyrod Taylor starting. Tyrod Taylor. Yeah. That guy. I watched that guy.
Mr.
2 years. He sucks.
Mr. Middle of the field, never go for the first down. That's him right there. He'll never pass for a first down. He'll never take a chance. You know what I mean? If he needs to, he's just going to run for it. You know what I mean? Maybe the Pats will go for 6, but I hope that defense can hold up against that offense and Todd Gurley, right?
Gurley's a machine, and C.J. Anderson's been playing well too. I mean, I talked so much shit last year when Nick Foles came in and tore us a new asshole. So I'm being a little quiet.
Listen, I wanted Joe Nose says I wanted the Eagles to go to 2 in a row. Hey, listen, I wanted to see Foles come in and fucking just do again, but I mean,
I get to see some 8 AFC championships in a row. That's fucking crazy. I'll never see that again. That was nuts.
You think this is Brady's last year if he wins?
Nah, that guy's an animal. He's going to play till his arm falls off, or he's going to look like Vinatieri when he's done.
He's going to be in a vegetated state by the time he's 55, dude.
He has that concussion water, right? That's supposed to work.
Yeah, but he is just, think of the hits he's taken over the years and how old he is. Think how old we are trying to take those.
The fucking tuck rule, you can't even hit him. Tim.
Well, just that flag they
hit him sometimes
was bad. That was a bad call.
I'm with Troy here. Did you hear this? Did you see this, Tim? He says he hates overtime rules. It should be like college. Tim's a huge college fan. So
yeah,
I can't agree more. It would be a lot cooler if it was score and keep scoring. Whoever don't score loses. That would be set it up on the 20 and let's see what's what.
They don't do that.
That game was determined by a coin toss, and that ain't fair, the way I look at it. Not in playoffs.
No.
Not in playoffs.
Right.
I mean, they've changed it, it's been changed in my lifetime twice.
Well, it's changed
I'll figure it out eventually.
For any score. A field goal would have shut the game down in sudden death. Then they made it a touchdown. But I just think they should run the 15-minute quarter and let it eat.
2 quarterbacks that would have went another hour. They were just slinging everywhere.
You
watch football for another hour.
Yeah, dude. That's what it should be, dude. I mean,
600 yards passing on either side.
Right.
No,
that epic ending.
Go ahead. But do you think that maybe for stats purposes, maybe they should, if you're going to give them 15 extra minutes, you'd have to, not include the overtime yardage in in the record books. You couldn't do that.
Asterisk.
But they would.
I could do anything else.
Asterisk everything else, like Pete walking Rose. So
you know what? Give them 15 minutes and 0 timeouts. No timeouts at all. Let the clock run consistently, even if it goes out of bounds. Yeah. Clock just runs. Do what you can in 15 minutes, and at least
fuck that up. Anyways. That guy's a clown.
The college rules would work.
Andy Reid, never wins shit. That guy sucks.
Man, Andy Reid needs to go to bed, dude. He needs to just quit.
Marty Schottenheimer, just like he ate him. It's you, Marty Schottenheimer. So that sucks.
I'm like, hey.
That offense, you can't,
I know all about Marty Schottenheimer. Of course, I know about Bill Belichick, too. He used to be our head coach, too. But alas.
Yeah.
That was like Vinny Testaverde days. Miss that guy.
Yeah. I can't remember. It was like a couple of years ago. I was listening to a podcast and some guy was talking about, and this is a younger dude, talking about he was playing basketball. It was Brendan Schaub from The Fighter and the Kid. He was talking about playing basketball versus Vinny Testaverde, and this is just like in 2014 or some shit, and he said he couldn't guard him. He was dunking and fucking, he said he was a man-child still, Vinny Testaverde.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was an athlete, Vinny Testaverde. Yeah.
He was good.
I've served back when I was bartending, I served Bernie Kosar a few times.
Oh, really?
Here in town. Yeah, he was married to that Tammy Longerberger chick.
Okay.
Or married to her, so he lived down here. And that dude would slur. That was back in, I don't think he's a drinker anymore. I'm not sure.
Well, I don't know. There's been a couple of preseason games where it's questionable. This is Bernie Kosar.
Right.
All they should do is hug it, shug it football.
You guys watch hockey.
Huh?
Yeah.
You guys watch hockey and stuff, right? So a buddy of mine plays in a 40-plus league, and Mike Milbury showed up. You guys know who that guy is?
No.
Mike Milbury played for the Bruins. He was a fucking animal.
Well,
and I guess he was just like knocking people out, like getting fist fights, just beating people up. Like, what are you doing here? Mike Milbury just laying house on the ice.
We have a hockey.
I actually cleaned the windows on Bernie Kosar's house here in Sandusky on the beach.
Did you? Yeah. He's got one up there too?
Not anymore.
No. We got that basket. That basket that they have down here. Have you ever seen that? That building that's Longerberg basket?
Yeah, I've seen that before. Yeah.
It's up for auction, or just went up for auction. Like the whole company went in bankruptcy inside of 10 years after her dad dying.
So what do they do with what are they going to do with that basket?
They're just auctioning it off.
And what are you going to get to
buy
do with it? What are you
I don't know.
To do with it? Does
I
it
don't
have
know.
to stay there, or do you have to move it? That's
Oh,
a
it
big
doesn't
basket.
move. It's
That's
a building.
what I'm saying. It's a big basket.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you do with that?
It was cool at first, but now it's like they haven't painted it in years, and it's starting to fall apart. The paint's like peeling off, and it looks like shit, dude. To get that building back up to par would take millions.
Yeah.
The county just needs to take it over and make it a jail, because they want a new jail anyway.
Pedro Loco asked,
That'd
where's
be hilarious.
I can't find him in the comments. He's been asking for the podcast since 3 p.m. Yeah, that is weird. Where is Philip? Why isn't he in the comments?
He probably stared at his computer all day waiting for us, and then he fell asleep.
Yeah. Too much chocolate.
It's
Too much
very
chocolate
boring
vodka,
looking at this.
double chocolate vodka in his fucking his hot
I'm
cocoa.
I'm trapped in the garage. I can't get out because all these poes are in the way.
He got caught up watching Bob Ross.
Yeah.
Just so you know, T, if you take the number 7 clamp and stick it over your rod, don't lock it down. Get excited.
Oh, gee.
So that's
Yeah, guy.
Philip, poor Philip, man. I feel bad for Philip, man.
Hey, man. I got his clamps the other day. They're looking good. We're gonna make a go of it on one pole.
It's not what you said before the podcast aired. You said,
That's exactly what I said.
Hey, why couldn't you send that shit without a signature, dickhead?
Yeah, that I don't like. But he did tell me in advance that someone has to sign from him. And I'm like, come on, Phil, really? And he's like, that's the way it's set up. And I'm like, God. All right, whatever. So, but I do like the levers with the hose built in them. You know, I mean, it's gonna be cool. It doesn't look like the hose is gonna go in and out real easy, but again, I'll let you know.
Right.
You know.
Well, you'll be the first to tell us since it's.
Oh, yeah.
Mark was complaining that it's been raining in Florida. It's like 58 degrees and raining. It's the
Yeah.
worst time. It
Raining
might
for
as well
2 days.
snow.
Yeah. No, I'm
Meanwhile,
such a
Tim's sitting in his house with hoodie and a fucking hat on, and I got a hoodie
Yeah.
on.
and a wife
Seth's
with a
got
broken
a-
ass foot.
I've got a working right next
He
to me.
said in a wife with a broke ass foot. Dude, that's so fucked up, man.
Oh, dude.
That's not
So,
right, dude.
This is miserable because it's their ring. It's just like your pinky toe and
I
then the
seen
one
it.
right
We
next
seen
to
the
it.
X-rays, bro.
Yeah.
God,
So it's
Lord
slashed,
have
gone.
mercy.
Oh
have
my
mercy.
Lord!
Oh, they're so bad.
And Leah can't be on. She can't be down. She has to be doing something. She's always moving, always moving, always moving. So she's forced herself. Yesterday she was walking around on her heel. So today she's sore as shit. Still trying to do the same thing.
I don't know Leah, but I can tell you this. I bet she screamed like a motherfucker when that shit hit the door.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
God, there's no way. There's no way she didn't. There's no way she didn't.
Yeah.
So bad. So bad. And it's just one of them things that, like, you can't walk. Because she broke it. You know what I mean? You just can't walk. So I'm doing a lot. Where,
Well,
you know, but
slacks.
yeah.
Slacks.
I gotta pick up the pace in the house for her, so we'll get it done.
Yeah.
Yeah. It should be coming right at spring. Well, the problem is, like, we have the condos come up. We have 4 construction cleanups on condos that she usually handles. So now I'm going to be the one doing the condos. So.
Oh, she does windows too?
No, she does cleaning.
Oh, okay.
So,
the physical cleaning.
The physical
Construction
cleaning.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's doing so I usually go and do the power wash and the windows on the condos, and she does everything else. Now I just have to do everything. Just pick up the slack. Yeah.
I
It'll
mean,
be good
do you know Bill Jordan? Do you know do you know what that consists of? He asks about what's up, Dave? He wants to know. Bill Jordan wants to know. He's wondering how many people have bought the Eric Bland package on.
How sad is this in the window cleaning world that there's an Eric Bland package?
Yeah, I would say it's probably less than 1.
Eric?
Dude, I don't understand, man. I don't understand.
That's not hate. That's just.
I totally understand.
You guys,
I totally.
Yeah.
Cecil,
No,
I get
let me-
it. I get it.
I understand 100%. And the way I look at it, reach it is reaching. Reaching. They're trying to get some traction. Reaching. Yep.
well, there could be like a Steve-O package, Luke the window cleaner package, something.
Yeah, a Mark Tanner package.
Right.
Fucking
Seth
something,
Byers
you know what I mean?
package.
Yeah,
But-
she could. Shit, a Joe Knows Stuff package for fuck's sake.
Right.
That
Those
you
will
don't
sell.
have to pay $3,600
Those
for.
fucking fedoras on them. I'll take one of
Nice
those in
fruit
a
on the
heartbeat,
front.
bro.
Huh?
I said, you give me a fedora.
Hey,
Because
there's Philip.
I'm loud,
hey,
bro.
there's Philip. Sorry, Tim. Go ahead, buddy. Sorry.
Oh,
I just
we're good.
wanted
Hey, I'm not saying if
Philly poo.
Eric gets his shit together and gets the right design back to what we're used to, I'll order a gunslinger.
Not me.
But
I'll never buy
you know what
anything
it is.
from him ever again.
you know what I'm saying, though.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
But it's just, I mean, this isn't our product. This is the one we grew up on.
Yeah.
You know what it looks like now, though? That new one, the 1.1 or whatever they're up to, it looks like someone took that shitty, cheap wire loom that they sell at the auto parts store. You know, it's like a plastic ribbing all around the bottom of the thing. I'm like, look, I'm a short guy, and if you're less than 5'7", I'm well less than 5'7". I've never dragged my shit on the floor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
I haven't
I
either.
don't think that's an issue. I think the motherfucker,
binding on the side
all
is-
the binding
is
on
junk.
mine has nothing to do with the very bottom of it. That
And it's
binding looks
seeping.
great.
It's not coming out of any.
Yeah.
It's
Dude,
Back
I
panels
should go
are
get
getting
mine.
weird. It's
The
just-
back panel of mine is discoloring.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, there's something going on with this thing.
Yeah, it's not
You know?
glued right. It's
No,
not
it's,
glued.
I don't think it's
just
glued
not
at all.
Put
It's
together
not
right.
glued at all.
And you can even see in the pictures of the ones that he's posting up now that are all vinyl. Those are fucking not even glued right. They're fucking
Those
re-glued.
are so
shit.
ugly.
Those
Yeah.
should
So
be
ugly.
super smooth and tight. It's made
Yeah.
out of essentially plastic fabric. Those
Right.
shit should be fucking tight as fuck. They're all
Yeah.
wrinkly and got bubbles. Get the fuck out of
Yeah.
here, bro.
Yeah.
Joe knows stuff. Actually, he said I'm actually booked in Texas next week. So
Hey, yeah.
hey man, guys, go to Joe Knows Facebook page and check him out, man. He's going to be in Texas next week, man. I know he's got a meet and greet going on. Maybe you guys can go up there and meet and greet him. Ask him if he's got a mini or a pro. Maybe he'll show you his man route. Who knows? But
Yeah.
maybe he'll teach you a little bit about running a
Might be a
business.
good
Guys,
night.
Go check out
Yep.
Joe Knows.
Yep. Yep. In Texas.
JoeKnowsStuff.org.
Yep.
JoeKnows.org.
He's going to Houston. You run into Alan while you're down there, Joe?
Yep. He's going to the Houston Barnes & Noble. He's going to set up a table and sign books. Someone
Nice.
else's book, but he's going to sign books for everybody that comes to visit the place.
Bill Jordan says he has no idea what it consists of. He just heard him say it on his channel a few days ago. Again, dude, these guys, Perry Tate blocked him during a live stream last fucking winter. You know what I mean? Because all the shit Eric was doing, and now all of a sudden Eric is his big hero. All the shit Perry said about that dude in the background and all the shit. I could blow their whole fucking sinking rat ship out of the fucking water if I wanted to, because all the shit I've got. So whatever, man. Do whatever you gotta do, Playboy. I'll have you selling chicks on YouTube. That's all I'll say. I'll blow your ass up, bro. And everybody know. Well, three of us know what I'm talking about. So I'll go hard body karate on you at any time, players. So it's up to you, Playboy. Mark, that sounds like a personal problem with it not dragging.
Yeah.
Jason Lehman, he's super funny. That guy.
Jason's the man.
I'm looking for an ABC 2020 special on fucking Jason Lehman, the fucking window cleaning serial killer.
Yeah. Dateline.
Dateline strangling people with rhino tube.
Yeah.
More the bomber in him than anything else.
Maybe.
Right down like his new Declaration of Independence.
Not that I'm being, I could see Jason Lehman and Henry Dreest in the back of the same police car at the same time being hauled the fuck off on cops.
Yes.
Henry's been quiet, man.
I think Henry's doing good, and that's why it's quiet.
That's a good thing. Yeah.
Good.
It seems like he's got really directed since 2019 started, so
yeah.
I hope things are going well for him. I like that guy a lot.
Yeah, I love that.
Knife from scares the fuck out of me, but everything else about him is I like that guy.
I don't know, dude. I could see Ron Musgraves, Jason Lehman, and Henry Dreest in the over-the-top rope steel cage fucking battle royal all day long.
It'd be Henry and Jason as the tag team.
I'll tell you what.
Create the old Moondogs.
Hey, Philip Alexander says he's going to make a Sim-B USA made sleeve holder non-leaking. That's what he's making.
Cool.
And Joe No says if you bring a book, he will sign them, but he does charge extra for comic books.
Yeah.
He's going to take that 75-inch tube Boab. I don't know what you mean, Philip, but hey, Philly, he's at it tonight. Cryptic. I just want Richie Blue to be freed. That's what I want.
Well, like I said, me personally, this is my own decision whether anyone wants to jump on this bandwagon. I've said it before and I'll say it again. I will not fix my gunslinger. I will not take it to a shoe guy. I will not rivet it. I will not glue it. I will simply ditch it when it's done, go to the next one, because I have 4 of them, 3 of which already have issues, and when I use the 4th one, that's going to be it for me. And until Richie Blue has the ability to build gunslingers or to get my hands on an original prototype that could be 2 years old, I don't care. I will go back to my old ways of window cleaning. I don't care if I send it back and get another one for free. I don't care. I will not do that. I'm fucking done. Okay? Because I've got over $400 invested in these things. And it's been less than a year, and 3 out of 4 are fucking junk. So I just don't want another piece of shit.
You can't tell that to anyone. You can't tell that to anyone, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everybody knows my fucking experience. My experience, I know my.
Yeah, we're a gaggle of assholes that are trying to pick on this dude. Like me testing it and using it for a year and I supported it all the way up until October, until I fucking get up there and Todd Blabaw's like, dude, when I see that dude there, he's on his 3rd or 4th. It was his 4th or his 3rd of it or his 4th gunslinger since May. He's like, the one they've given me is leaked. And this is a dude that I turned over to Perry. That he came to me first.
Yeah. Right.
Second place podcast checking in. That's right.
See, the way I look at it, the way I look at it is like this. Coming out with a 1.1 with piping around the edges and rivets in the loop and everything.
Those are proactive solutions.
Yes, if it was made right from the start, it wouldn't need any of those things.
Right.
So, look, if you put perfume on a pig, it might smell a little better, but it's still a fucking pig.
Right.
At the end of the day, it's still a pig. You can't polish a turd.
Right. I'm not doubting the guys that have had good experiences with it. I'm not saying that that's not true, but you can't. When someone says, hey man, mine works great. Maybe he just sent me a special one, kind of acting like we're all full of shit.
Dude, that guy crazy in the group.
First of all, Don, you need to come up for air. You're gonna choke on that thing, no matter how short it is. And no matter if it's surrounded in poo slacks or not, it's not good for you to be down there that long. But to say that that if you have a negative experience with something and that automatically you try to downplay that negative experience. Listen, just because Perry fucked up and sent 5 gunslingers to Outlaw Window Cleaner that fucking leaked and fell apart. Right. It doesn't mean and technically 7 this is what's funny about it. Technically 7. This is what's funny about all this is the fact that there's only 5% or 3% of these that are fucked up, but Outlaw Window Cleaner itself has documented with fucking text messages back and forth to Perry and pictures. Just between 3 of us, we have 8 of them that are fucked up.
Let me ask you something, T. Have you ever been driving on the highway and you get next to a semi truck and that bitch is losing a tire and there's about every quarter mile a big chunk of rubber flies off, so you back off of this thing because at any minute that whole recap is going to come off? That's what my gunslingers do when I use them. I start at one end of Whole Foods. Yeah, I start at one side of Whole Foods. By the time I get to the front door of Whole Foods, there's gunslingers strewn out through the fucking sidewalk.
Yours is blown out. I've seen a few like that. Now the most of what I see is back soak panels, which is it's a seepage issue, a glue issue. They're not being put together right. You know what I mean? You could go ahead and slap that PVC vinyl on the outside of that, and it'll keep your leg from getting wet, but it's still going to be seeping behind there. It's going to mold. Yep. It's going to fucking fall apart because it's not being built right. So, like I said, you could keep slapping stickers on it and saying it's this 1.1, 1.2, 1 point up your ass, 1 point out your ears. I don't care. What I'm saying is you're not putting them together right. There are plenty of guys out there that have had bad experiences, and it was swept under the fucking rug for too long. And finally,
here's the thing.
After everyone knows what happened, and that's why we said what we said. Get over it. But go ahead, Mike.
I think I noticed this. You noticed this too, T. The ones in Kansas City have been water tested, and those are the ones you're going to get for 30-day free trial, pay the shipping. Mm-hmm. That's cool. However, that doesn't change the stitching, that doesn't change the belt loop, and that doesn't change the edge. Yeah. The binding, it's still going to fall apart.
Half of them are still sold on the outside.
Another thing that is missed in this is that this was originally, when you watch his live stream, he was talking about how for 30 days, the 1.1 for 30 days, I'll send it to you if you like it. No, now that's changed. Now he's not doing that. Now what he's doing is giving you the ones that were built wrong, but we've stuck water in them. They don't leak, but they're still gonna fall apart. They're gonna fall apart, and I watch. You'll see. This is gonna, like I said, this is gonna. What's up, Henry? We were just talking about you, brother. You better rewind it. But anyways, time is gonna show.
Yep.
These guys, some of these guys that got these gunslingers, and there's no problems with it. I'm glad. Most of you guys, some of these guys are pressure washers, and some of these guys don't really clean a lot of windows. And I'm not saying that you guys suck or nothing like that, but I'm just saying as you use them, you will see. You know what I mean? Just like Mark cleans, he lives in Florida, so there's going to be double wear on what he's using.
Yep. Yeah, it gets used 5 days a week, 8 hours a day.
So I have a pre-order. I have a pre-order one, and I could bring it upstairs right now and show where the issues are on it. And I have a pre-ordered one.
Right.
And that's my whole point. Is I don't understand. What I don't understand on this page is the disconnect between team window cleaners and team manufacturers. Why the fuck would you be team manufacturers? Right. I don't understand that.
Right.
I don't get it. You should want the manufacturer to make something for you. It's like Apple being, like people being for Team Apple. Apple fucked up a form. Why? Why would you do that?
Look.
I just don't get it.
Here, you want to know what sticks with me? I don't give a fuck that the stitching is coming out, the binding is coming off. I don't give a shit that the loop is tearing. more so, I give a shit because a fellow window cleaner, a man that goes out to make his living fighting to collect from these motherfuckers, okay, that had a vision for a product, got fucked, okay? Yeah. And I don't give a shit about anything else except for the fact that the man was fucking waiting for his money, and the only reason that money went through is because a bomb got dropped. Other than that, that motherfucker would have got milk money for that idea. Bottom line.
Well, and the reason why we know that is because the dude, first of all, gets online, says as much, and then posts all the documentation and emails back and forth between the two.
Right.
He was going to give this dude $672. He sent him an email like, hey, I'll give you $672.
Think of that.
Less all the materials I paid for you prototyping shit. What the fuck?
Probably the hottest product of 2018, and he was going to pay him $600, man.
So, but wait a minute. Let's look at the whole equation, okay? Originally, I heard figures of 1,000 plus. I would venture to say 1,200. However, then it went down to 800. The giveaways have nothing to do with the man that designed the product should not pay for the giveaways that are replacements for the ones that weren't done right. So that said, if there's 1,200 gunslingers, which I believe is a fair assessment because it comes in between all the numbers that are out there. So let's say 1,200. Think of it this way. That's $120,000, that of which my man was going to get 600 and change. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
Like I said, any dude that's on Facebook trying to argue to the contrary right now, you are a fucking cunt flat. And I just really don't have
You obviously
time
don't
for
know
you.
the whole
You
story.
don't know shit. Know, like that one dude that, what was the dude's name from Michigan that like went for like 2 days on that post you boosted.
Oh,
you know
my God,
about that.
yeah.
You guys know
Oh,
what I'm talking
yeah.
about. Oh, my God. I'm just like,
Yeah.
listen, dude, I get what you're saying. That man,
He
shoot
left
the bow at, buy a different one. I'm like, all right,
Right.
cool. I get that. I get that. But
He's not even a window cleaner anymore.
Yeah.
He left.
I know.
He's like a cell tower climber now.
He's
Like,
like,
sorry. And 2 days later, you're a
Yeah,
cell tower. I'm like, the fuck, man?
crazy.
I don't know who window cleaning man is, but he's got one from China last week. He figured it would have shipped from Kansas City, Missouri. Hey, man, I don't know. I don't know who you are, window cleaner man, but hey, buddy. Hey, Jacob Williams, fuck you. You fucking 45 chin ass having ass dude. You no neck having this motherfucker. His face melts into his chest.
You want to make a bet on something that I've got a theory here? I'll make you a bet. Anyone who wants a bet. Seth Byers got all the money with that fucking sound stage of a fucking backdrop he's got going there. I will bet you this. If you look at the timeline, no, seriously, think about it. You look at the timeline between Kansas City opening and that fucking pallet, 2 pallets or 3 pallets worth of gunslingers showing up, comes right before the 10% tariff Trump put on. That motherfucker threw as much shit together as he possibly could. No QC, fucking stick him in a box and send him, get him on the water, get him into this country prior to getting hit with that 10%. Guarantee you, that's why that load in Kansas City is a load of crap. Betcha. I'll bet you anything.
Dude, listen, like I said, everyone thinks the three of us are a bunch of fucking idiots, but I'm telling you, it stunk from jump. So it's whatever. Whatever's whatever, dude. He should have sent those units to Richie to test before he started fucking cranking them out like he did. He fucking went crazy trying to not get fucking tizaxed, and he even brought it up a couple times. Dude, Perry even brought it up a couple times.
Listen, Joe just said he's going to sell his business and come work for Mark. Mark, will you hire me? How about we do a little different? You sell your business, come buy mine, and I'll sit on the outside because I think hanging out with you would be a blast, but we'd probably get nothing done. And we'd be teasing each other all day. But, yeah, come on down, Joe.
Show up to work with dime rolls.
Yeah.
Paying for lunch with dime rolls all the time.
Come on,
a fucking douche.
Hey, what happened to the Ron Rushbase? Did you speak to Ron about getting him on? Other than the entry?
No,
the intro?
I haven't spoke to him. I figure I'd let Tim do. Tim got him to send us a voice intro.
Tim, you got to get him on.
I didn't do it. He came to me.
Really?
Yeah.
So he reached out to you. He finally talked to me for the first time yesterday or the day before that. I can't remember which day it was. I told you.
Yeah.
See if he's watching right now. Call him out. Do you know how to tell if he's watching?
No.
He usually speaks.
Call him out. I love you too.
Say, Ron.
No. Hey, Ron, say something if you're out there. Come on, Ron. Me and Joe are going to have a discussion about girth versus length, okay?
So I don't know the whole Mormon and Bob Hat story, and I don't know how much of it is true and what's just rumors through the window cleaning industry, but it seems like that was the same kind of scenario Perry was trying to turn on a Richie, where you just kind of fuck him and then steal his design. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I'm not really big on the Mormon thing and what was happening there, but that was part of the conversation back when Richie and Perry and I was kind of introducing them and stuff like that, because Richie was really worried about that, because he'd always talk about, I don't want to get messed over like other guys who've done products for other companies. And Perry was reassuring, oh, no, we're not doing that. We're going to be in business together, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that.
Dude, the most disappointing thing is when the story came together, because originally I know that Richie went to several places to have several, as he calls them, commercial sewing outfits, and the first couple didn't want nothing to do with it. And when he found the one that did, probably the ones that you guys got to test, he made the decision to go to
before me.
Yeah, but
here's the thing: but those are the tip jars.
Right. The decisions that he made when he had them kick-ass factory ones, they made a bunch of them in 3 fucking days, and they were perfect, and they're still on the street now.
Right.
Because he was enticed by the marketing and everything. But what he didn't think of is he could have put those motherfuckers at ABC, Detroit Sponge, every.
But it was the price point.
WCR.
He was so worried about the price.
Dude. Even if, let's just say hypothetically, even if that sewing company charged $50 to put one together with the materials, he's still getting $50. He's getting, now he gets 10.
Right.
Yeah, 10.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm with Mark on that, man. And like I said, I don't think. Let's just wrap it up with this. Richie doesn't have any self-esteem.
Yeah.
And he wasn't cool until he met us, and then we kind of made him cool.
Yeah.
And, we influenced him, you know what I mean? He's being influenced in the background by us.
Oh, dude.
He has no self-esteem. He can't make any decisions on his own. He was enticed. I'm just going by what Lee Burbridge was telling me. He was enticed by the outlaw window cleaner dong and all the money that we have.
Yeah.
All the money we're going to turn over to Richie. You know what I mean?
Because we have any reason to just accept being thrown under the bus.
Yeah, so stupid, man. It's just the whole scenario is bullshit. I shit on people. Yeah, I shit on people I shouldn't have. I don't feel bad for shitting on James Riley or Kevin, but other than that,
you take $10 and you go now. You take $10 and you go. Okay, go now.
So for $10, Richie makes $10, but he's supposed to be part of the replacing the giveaway gunslingers and the research and development for Reach It, and 10% owner is in charge of all this shit.
Yep.
Yeah.
That makes no fucking sense.
No.
Yeah. I know when.
But you guys want to keep going, Team Reach
Just
It.
put it this way, Tim. If I called you up and said, I've got a hotel in Ohio, right, that needs window cleaning, and the job pays $2,000. I'm getting $1,800, and you get $200. Now go do the job. Would you do it?
Hell no.
Okay, exactly. Hey, Richie, I might come out there and work with you sometime. Hey, Richie, I'll sub you this job for 10 cents on the dollar. That's right. But listen, I think that he was a little jaded, not realizing just how small the market is for the products in window cleaning. Let's be real. Perry
put talking hundreds of thousands of numbers in IWCA.
There's not hundreds of thousands of window cleaners out there.
Well, their goal was Jordans. Think about it. Their goal was to keep designing.
I get what you're saying. Once guys will buy one, they'll just keep buying them from me because they'll just fucking make it into new flashy thing.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna model it off the
This is a great idea.
You can have one for every color pants you wear. We're even gonna put out a doo-doo stain version. To match the doo-doo stain.
Does that have a slacks one?
Yeah,
let's talk about that. Let's talk about outlaw integrity.
Yeah, Richie has to remember, this is the Eye Slinger 5. This is the Eye Slinger. Every year, people are going to be lining up to buy these things like the iPhone. No.
Hey, as long as my man gets paid, who gives a shit? I hope these momos, I hope these momos buy 1,000 of them. So dude's got to keep chucking money over to him. That's what I hope. Keep buying them. I hope they fall apart, and then you buy another one, and Richie gets money for that one. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm cool with all of it, dude. It's cool, man.
Yep.
Whatever.
But they need to know something about Perry.
Yeah.
Think about this. Think about this guy right now that's in business with Richie Blue that makes 10%. Perry has Richie make him one with alligator skin for his buddy that cost him $600 in materials to make one gunslinger, and Perry charged his ass for it.
And charged Richie for it. He charged Richie for it. He made it for Perry's buddy, and he charged fucking Richie for the fucking materials, dude. Stop it. He took that out of his royalties. Stop it right now. And then he released that shit online, like, hey, look what I did.
Look what I did.
Smarty Pants. What a fucking idiot, dude. And all these guys are like, oh, Perry, oh. Come on, man.
Perry.
Get the fuck out of here. Can you read? You know what I mean? When there's a link, do you realize that you can download a PDF? I mean, he put the PDF down there for people to download. Now, whoever was smart enough to click the link has a copy of their fucking email transcript in their fucking contract. The dude is a consummate fucking idiot, man. He's a moron, dude. God, he's so stupid.
He's a semi-tire going down the road.
Man,
Jason Lehman just said, hey, TJ, according to the contract, Richie Gage paid $3,000 even if no gunslingers are sold. That's true. That's the royalty on him. So that's $3,000 a year. The bitch took $7,500. So you're telling me now less than 7,000 gunslingers were sold? Take the $3,000 off the $70-some $100 he got paid. Okay. So he's still short. You know, he's still way short on it.
Here's a spoon so you can eat my ass, Reliant Property Services. I don't know who you are, but that sounds pretty enticing.
Wait, yeah. Reliant is... That is Jacob.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Jacob Williams. No, there's a Jacob Williams and a Reliant Property Services.
Who's Reliant? I know who Reliant is. Who's Reliant?
That's probably is Jacob, and that's probably James on Jacob's other account. Because they are backdoor boys together, so maybe that might be what it is. I don't care. As long as you're watching. Woo! Anyways, so first of all, the whole Derek Glenn thing. Listen, man, all of that was a facade to get this dude to stop attacking my website. You know what I mean? That was, just can you stop? Attacking my website,
Gilbert, has anyone looked into the fact that the man constantly shits his pants? Is there something going on with his sphincter?
Yes, poo slacks.
Did somebody rupture his sphincter? Because I gotta tell you something. Those fucking pants were wicking up poo.
Listen, man, like I said, guys get pissed off because of what we've said and what we're saying, but it just so happens.
He put the truth out there.
It just so happens that he's the one that did it. So, I mean, like, everybody's mad at us. Like, I can't believe you guys. Dude, he fucking posted documents and videos. Yeah, oops.
Sorry.
He makes this heartfelt, like, I mean, he could have had, I really feel like he went to the break room where in his factory. You know what I mean? He went to his break room in his factory and recorded that. Messed his hair all up, slumped down like, I haven't been eating or shaving. Whatever, dude. You know what I mean? I'm so sorry I ripped this dude off. And then he comes out the next day like, fuck everybody, yeah! I'm going to make 10,000 of these. Everybody's going to buy 7 of them. And there's the 1.1. We're the Apple of window cleaning. Yeah! Apple-sized shit stains in my poo slacks. Yeah.
I like apple.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And then the following day releases the contract, the fucking emails, all that.
That is the most unprofessional thing you could ever do.
Have you ever seen a manufacturer do that? Ever?
No. And he did that in response to Richie Blues. He did that in response to Richie Blues coming on the podcast. But
Richie wasn't allowed to.
Listen, this is the thing, though. Listen, this is the thing. Richie came on the podcast and just expounded on everything that Perry made fucking public.
Yeah.
So what do you want? What do you want from the guy? I'm not allowed to defend myself. You know what I mean? I'm not allowed to be like, hey, wait a minute. There's some things that are not right here. You know what I mean? And this isn't exactly how it went down. You know what I mean? And then he's like, you know what? I'm going to release the documents. And then I'm going to post 4 fucking hours of edited YouTube video up on YouTube showing how you build these, all of your ideas, just to be like, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is cool with that. And he's going to be like, I never posted that. You know what I mean? It's private or it's unlisted. Well, guess what? Somebody got a hold of the link. And it's recorded all 4 hours.
Yeah.
With your YouTube channel behind it. The whole thing. Recorded. Screen captured. Grabbed all of it. Everything that you said, screen captured, grabbed all of it.
Yep.
I mean, I was on vacation, so I wasn't watching podcasts right when they came out. I was watching them later on. And every time you guys would go on at 8:30, he was on.
Yeah.
8:30.
Yeah.
Which is like, what, 4 a.m. in China? I don't know fucking what time.
It doesn't matter what it is.
He's sitting there with glasses on and
it's 12 hours.
He's allowed to fuck Rich Blue over and, like, hand it down. Like, he's just sitting there reading papers. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever watched.
Yeah.
Ever.
It's
Never seen anything like that.
It's kind of sad, but, you know, hey, you didn't send Mark his shit for, like, 2 months. He fucking, like, helped you build out a store, you know what I mean, in the front. And you didn't send him his shit. You didn't even give him a discount, my man.
With one drill in it, like a hand screwdriver.
Yeah, this dude bought $175. He bought $175 fucking gunslinger. That one that he auctioned off for charity or whatever the fuck it was. Mark bought that, and it fell apart.
Yeah. No, that's the leakiest motherfucker.
No, that's
that
the
bitch,
one that leaked on the side of the truck, right?
Yeah, it's the strainer edition. Yes, yeah.
The strainer edition.
My wife keeps it in the kitchen. She just strained some pasta with it.
He paid $175 for that.
Yeah.
Listen, we are the guys that did all your product promotion, and you sent us 8 fucked up gunslingers, man. You just so happened to send one that was good to fucking Tim. Just so happened to send one good one to Tim. Just so happened. So and these guys are telling me only 3%, only 50 of them. So we got 8 of the 50. Please stop it right now, dude. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That shit's a 3%, guaranteed.
Be right back.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? It's just, you know, I hate to keep harping on this all the time, but everybody always brings it up.
You know what I fear? I fear this.
What?
They're going to make a Reach It umbrella, and we are going to be fucked.
Yeah! I'm never going to be dry. It's just funny to me that just the whole chain of events that has happened. I mean, anyone with any kind of, like, Reliant Property Services, my #1 fan says, look who he's got doing his product fucking promo now. Eric Bland is doing Perry Tate's product promo. He's going to have an Eric Bland version.
Yeah. Well, look.
The wackest window cleaner in window cleaning is going to be fucking supporting the wackest manufactured thing in window cleaning. You know what I'm saying? Dude, it's like I said, if they don't seep, that's great, but I'm telling you, they're not going to be the material. I have zero faith that Perry Tate has gone out and sourced better material to do anything. Zero. And when I say zero, I mean zero. I mean, like, willing to bet my right nut it's the same material, just with shit slapped on it. The loop keeps pulling through. Here's some rivets.
Well, listen,
Fix-It Kit. Put the Fix-It Kit on it before it rips.
See this?
Yes, Tim.
Yeah, this is closer now, and this is out further out.
Yeah.
That's my Digi Blue.
Yeah.
This is my original. This is the first one I got from Reach It that still worked, but now it's like disformed.
It's disforming.
So now it splashes water out here.
Well, it's kind of
you know what, Tim? You know what you could do with that? What I did with mine was hold it up, which is where we can see the buckle. Okay, that loop that goes through the bottom.
Yeah.
Pull that up, and you can fold it behind. It'll pull the tip jar real tight to the gunslinger.
I see what you mean.
And that'll tighten up the gap. And I actually pulled mine through in the backside and put a paper clip back there to hold it, and that tightened it up. It's not adjustable on those, and
I've seen some pictures of the ones that he made with the tolerances tighter on the 1.1, which is, like I said, if the very worst that comes of this is this guy starts making quality gunslingers, you know what I mean? Then so be it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then so be it.
Well, look.
Great, and then he sells 1,000 more and owes my dude another 13 grand. You know what I mean?
The Chinese,
you know what I mean?
look,
Whatever,
if the Chinese have known to have cheaper materials. Remember years ago they were sending children's toys over that had lead paint on them?
Yeah.
And we called them up and said, hey, no more lead paint, and they thought we said red paint, so they kept sending them.
This fucking dude, man.
Oh, jeez.
This is the thing, guys.
I got one going to John.
This is what drives, and listen, I'm not trying to hate on you, Joseph, but am I the only one that hates the tip jar feature? You know what? Then don't fucking tip it.
You don't need to.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
What people just don't seem to realize is
I love
that
it.
It's there in case you need it, and it serves a fucking purpose. It's called
I use it all the time.
Recapturing the water is what it's for.
But
you don't have to tip it if you don't want to.
You tip that Adderall bucket on a belt, man. You're probably getting it on your calf. I have several times trying to hit my bucket,
Yeah.
Tip jar, you just flip it out and it goes out.
I see a lot of people say that, like, man, he needs to make one without the tip feature. Why? So, just don't tip it.
Right.
No, but I'll tell you this. I don't tip mine, and that's the only reason is because, honestly, I don't want to open that buckle too many times because I got a feeling it's not going to, at one time that one of the tabs pop off, and then that's it.
Like I said, this one's actually lasted me. It'll go into spring season with me. I'll continue using this one.
Yeah.
I'll put Joey in the
second
generation.
I occasionally do, like, you know what I mean? If I'm humping.
Use mine all the time.
And and if I get a lot of water, you know what I mean, or dirty water, I'm transitioning from outside to inside, I'll tip that bitch out, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just easy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Tip it out, have a bottle of water, you know what I mean? Rinse my fucking shit off in the bucket, get my towels gathered up, and go in the house with a fresh jar, no dirt in the bottom of it, good to go. I don't have to take my belt off, I don't have to dump the water out and possibly get my feet wet or my pants wet or whatever, It's nice. If you don't want to tip it out, then just don't tip it out. There's always that option of not tipping it out.
Don't have to.
Right. But if you do tip it, if you do use the tip feature to empty the water out of the bottom of it, it's pouring out. It's not getting all over the outside of it, standing it up, making it look like shit. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah.
You can shove extra tools in there if you need to, or you can do the Eric Bland version where they sew it up and only let like a little, like he's like explaining how, like all you need is this one part open. What about the fucking guy that wears
when you don't clean windows? That's why he's selling shit
like
right,
that.
Right.
So you only need this one side open. That's what, just for dudes like you that wear it on that hip. What about the guy that wears it on his other hip and his mouth goes the other fucking way? How about that guy? How about that guy? How about when you're transitioning and putting that thing back in there and it rolls down the front, right down the lock? And you know what?
Yep.
It rolls right down the lock, right into the inside of my tip jar because it's sewn right. Because it's sewn right on the inside like it's supposed to be by Richie Blue. Not by some fucking douchebag. Not by some dude with
look at that thing,
slacks.
man.
That's horrible, dude.
Slacks.
Fucking poo slacks.
Fucking poo slacks. Joe No says you could all refurbish the gunslingers into flower pots and give them to the missus for Valentine's Day. That is an astute observation by Joe Knows. JoeKnows.org.
Well, you can turn them into clown shoes and hand them off to Perry. He can wear them.
JoeKnows.org. He'll be in Texas very soon for a meet and greet, guys. Go to Joe Knows fucking stuff page on Facebook, JoeKnows.org, and he'll tell you all about how he's the best in a fedora. And he's got a mini that extends into a pro. Hell of a man root Joe's got. I expect some money for these plugs that I do.
Right, you get 10%.
I want 10% of the.
Yeah, Joe. At least give us a reach around over here, man. You've been so silent.
Outlaw Window Cleaner Radio, 10% of that 3600, homie. For real, and I ain't bullshitting.
Yeah, where has Joe been? It used to be 17 videos a day. on 6 different outlets.
He's like, listen, he's fucking big time now, dude. He's big time.
Yeah.
He's going all over. He's going all over the globe. He's a jet setter. He ain't got time for that shit no more, man. He's,
Yeah.
They just don't have time for us.
I like how he's doing Cooking with Joe No's fucking thing on his channel. Thanks a lot for biting my shit.
Oh yeah, that was kind of funny. Like I said before, it was Joe's Root was brought up, and then he was cooking by a guy with the last name of Root. There's kind of something going on there.
Check is in the mail. I hope the check's in the mail. I just realized that since I put hashtag Pooslacks into the chat or into the screen here, that everyone's comments are Pooslacks Brown. So that's in honor of Perry Tate. Phil took over for Joe in the 17 posts a day. Yeah, probably. And Tim just left. He
Tim
said,
has
fuck
left.
I'm back.
Guys.
I think.
Tim says, I don't like you guys. Fuck you.
Having connection issues.
You having connection issues?
Yeah. I just sat here and waited on it to reconnect. I didn't really do anything.
He's on that Mennonite Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I think we've pretty much said it all.
Yeah, let's move on from Gunslinger. So, Seth, tell us about your trip. How many states did you go to, and what did you do while you were out besides play golf?
He did guys winners.
I hit up. So I drove from Mass down to Florida, so came all the way through that way. Stopped in Myrtle Beach for a couple of days. That was nice. Then I got to Florida, and it was freezing everywhere, so I just kind of stayed in Florida. But it was mostly just like a trip for my dad, me and my brother. It was really kind of nice.
Cool.
My dad just retired, just got divorced, so he's going through some stuff, and it was cool. It was like a nice kind of like reset button, and
Sure.
I got to ask him a lot of stuff and questions. He's been helping out with my business, and he can relate a lot because he had his own too. So I gained a lot of information from him, and that was really nice. So yeah, it was good. I had fun.
Good deal. Good deal.
Not too bad.
Did you ever get down to South Beach, or you stayed?
No, I didn't really feel like going to South Beach too much. I've been a few times before, and
Yeah, not a good. Did you go to the Keys? I'll tell you what, the place to go if you're coming to Florida is the Keys, man.
yeah,
That's the most relaxing place that there is in the state. It's everything is there. Fishing.
Which one?
Bars.
Which key?
Besides
Key West, obviously.
I like to go. We rent a house every year down near Key Largo, just at the edge of Key Largo, and you can go a few miles and you hand feed the tarpon. I think I put a video up there. You can go on charter boat and fish. There's plenty of restaurants to eat. There's a lot of beach, paddleboard. Go watch people do that kiteboarding thing they do. That's freaking amazing what people do with those things. And it's just nothing moves fast in the Keys. When you go to dinner, better plan on it being 2 hours to eat at Denny's, just because it's just so laid back and relaxing. Nothing happens quick, but it's a great place because you got the ocean, you got the bay, and like I said, there's some of the best tarpon fishing in the world is in the Keys.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I might be going to the Keys in February for like 4 or 5 days. So I'm trying to figure out where in the Keys to go because I've never been. So
Well, I'll tell you what. If you're going to the Keys, give me a few months in advance. I'll give you the information. It's called Dream Bay Resorts, and the guy owns the whole street. And you punch in a code. After you pay, you get the code to get into the gate. And there's 5 cottages there, and there's paddle boards and kayaks, and everything is there for you to use. A beautiful, the biggest one sleeps like 12, and then they have one that sleeps like 8. All these cottages there, and then you're centrally located to go do all kind of things, and it's really, really nice amenities. And the problem is it gets booked up. Almost you have to get it a year in advance because it stays booked throughout the year. But compared to a hotel, it's a few bucks more, but you get full kitchen. You get, amazing amenities. And that's where we book it every year for the year in advance. So if you're coming down there, you can check if there's something available there.
That's what you do when you're the richest man in window cleaning.
That's right, buddy. Got to spend that coin.
Yeah.
if you work hard, you got to play hard.
So when you were down there, did you? I mean, in all your travels, did you get to like fucking see anything cool? I mean, nothing cool. Just
Savannah.
I mean, that's fucking
Savannah was really cool. I stopped in Savannah, and I had a ton of fun there. I don't know if anyone's ever been there, but it's like it almost feels like a New England city in the South. Really old. The architecture is really cool. City's got a cool vibe to it, and that was really neat. I like that a lot. I mean, I've been a few times before, but not as an adult, so it was a really good time.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I did. Well, what was it? What was it like? What was it like not having to fucking worry about work and all that shit? That's what I would like to know.
Well, we never kind of like don't worry about work. I mean, we're slow. I mean, the way my business is set up, it's 80% residential, and then the commercial work. I have a top guy that has been working for me for 5 years, and so he handled all, whatever restaurants and stores that we have to get done. So it was actually pretty easy, but I see in the future it'll be a little bit tougher with me trying to go more into commercial work over the next few years. So it was nice. It was really nice to just not give a shit.
Somebody's cool. I figured maybe you would fucking heard like a fucking Sasquatch or something, but apparently you didn't. So I guess it's time for a Bigfoot moment with T Squeegee. So in 1994, this dude recorded this like moaning howl type of deal, like he thinks is Bigfoot. The sounds were recorded by says Matt Moneymaker in the late autumn of 1994. I don't know if these are the right ones or not, but I think it is. But this is a Bigfoot moment with T Squeegee. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. This is what can I say? This one is maybe a little shorter than the last one, but it's going to be all audio for you guys. So I hope you guys dig it. Just for a second, sit back, relax, touch your wiener. Here's the Bigfoot moment with T Squeegee.
I've been doing that the whole time.
Let me see your hands, Tim.
Like every time you let one go, man, it would just like, it was perfect, dude.
It's my mornings.
Dude, that's hilarious. So yeah, dudes, I don't know. That was a Bigfoot moment with T Squeegee. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. If not,
oh yes,
I'm okay with that, man. I'm okay with you guys not liking it. So
I liked it.
Did you like it?
I couldn't hear it. I have to go back and listen to it. Well, I like the way it looks.
Yeah, me too.
I tell you what, I had fun doing them, so whatever. Some people are not going to like that. You know what I mean? And I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? They can't like all of them. So yeah, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So do you guys think that there's an opportunity here for us to maybe expand the podcast and talk about other things other than Perry Taint?
Absolutely. I think it's going to get stale quick if we don't.
I think you're right, man.
Unless there's some developments and some more shit with Richie Blue. And like I said,
right.
If he pulls something else out that's not the gunslinger, then we go hard body karate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, dude.
Right?
My whole thing is, I seen something the other day that he had mentioned that he was going to, what do you want to call it? He's got a secret weapon now.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever that means.
I hope that's not like the Vandalier or something.
Oh, that'd be a bad news.
That thing that he showed everybody at
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you're right about that, because I'll be pissed off. That's not. I mean, how can you release something like that and not have it vetted or get his okay or any of that stuff? Just do whatever you want to do. You know what I mean?
I think he's on a tear where he don't give a shit no more about none of it, because he initially planned to fuck Richie on everything.
Yeah.
And he ain't gonna stop.
By his record show, Perry's record show that he was trying to fuck old dude. So
I like how
everyone thinks that we're like the biggest dickheads, but I mean, dude, he's the one that put that shit up there, man.
Dude,
Why are
I like the one where Don goes, "It's just a misunderstanding." No,
dude, he totally said he was trying to fuck him, like legitimately. Yeah. So I don't know, man. What can you say more about it that we haven't already?
Yeah. No, I agree.
I know I would like to get Richie back on the podcast. It's just like regular old Richie, you know what I mean?
Yep.
But,
making guacamole and hanging out.
Yeah.
Diet Cokes.
Yeah. That should happen. We should bring him on, no strings attached, no discussion of anything, just, hey, what's up,
Are we going to be able to do that?
I don't know.
Again, who knows? You know what I mean?
I don't know.
That's the shitty thing about all of that, is that who knows if that's ever going to happen again? You know what I mean? Because of everything that's transpired. You know what I mean? It just, I don't know. It would be cool because he's a good dude, and I think he's got a lot to offer. Window cleaners out there. I think not only with his inventions, but his, his personality. Richie's a good dude, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I enjoy Richie's conversation. He always adds something good. The Bigfoot moment with T Squeegee wouldn't be a thing if it wasn't for Richie Blue. And that's
right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it just sucks that we can't have our buddy on here because, he doesn't want to sit on here and answer fucking everyone's stupid ass questions every 5 seconds about every fucking thing that's ever happened in his entire life.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It sucks that and I don't even want to subject him to that. You know what I mean? I really don't. I don't want to subject him to that bullshit either.
It's amazing. It didn't take 6 months for that relationship to go bad. Not even 6 months. That shit was turning sour.
Right. Sucks.
Yeah. It's tough. I'm curious to see what the next 6 months brings us. I think with the heat that's been applied to Perry, it could really go one of two ways. Either he really buckles down or it moves in the right direction. Right. So.
Uh-oh.
Hey!
Hi.
Hi. We're a sucker for a girl, aren't we, guys? We're all like, we're all cheesing now. Easy, girl.
Well, he told me to come on, and I said I don't know anything about window cleaning, but you guys don't really talk a lot about window cleaning, do you?
No, we were just talking. We were talking earlier about how Mark acts with us. How he is with us, how goofy he is, and sending us farts through the thing. Because I would never do anything like that, like fart in a microphone until I met Mark.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say, you're doing it daily.
Yeah, I do it
4,
daily
5,
now. Now
6
I'm like
times a
all
day.
upset. Like I will turn to Jennifer and I'll be like, man, I should have recorded that when it was so good. You know what I mean? It's like I want to walk around with my phone on record all the time. But what we surmised is that the reason why he's like that with us is because you are in control. Like you are, he said, you can ask us. There's no way that you aren't. Because a man of that age should not be fashioning penises out of wax, farting in a phone, like has legitimate plans to make dick wind chimes. I mean, those things are not things that a guy in charge does. You know what I mean?
Oh,
I agree. He may wear the pants, but I know damn well you're laying them out for him. There's no question. Yeah. See?
He'd be lost without me.
Yeah, right. Oh, and I'd be lost without Jennifer. I would be completely helpless. So I get that. I get that. But still, he was trying to say that it wasn't that way. And it's nice that you were had enough time to come on with us and let us all know that Mark's full of shit.
Yeah, he's full of shit most of the time.
Most of the time.
He can lie to you with a straight face and be totally bullshitting you.
Yeah, oh, dude, no, he's gotten me a couple of times with that. Really.
Mm-hmm.
Like
he's good at keeping a straight face.
A couple of times. Yeah, he's got a really good poker face.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
Eventually he cracks,
mm-hmm.
and then you get that goofy ass laugh.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, but he gets whatever he wants. He knows how to work me. He does.
He gets whatever he wants.
Yeah, and he always knows it's the long game, and he plays it too.
That's great.
Does he make you go around call yourself Peggy and does a Hank Hill all day while you're at home? Or
No.
The guy is perfect on these impressions, man.
Oh yeah. It's
amazing.
He does a good Beavis and Butthead.
It's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we've all heard that one.
He actually prank called his mom. And he was this black woman who was raising money for the Jehovah Witness. And she's a Jewish woman.
Yeah.
And he was on the phone with her for 20 minutes. She had no idea it was him.
Some of his the first time I heard him do Hank Hill, I didn't believe it was him. I made him do it on Skype before I believed him. I was like, that's not you. He's like, yes, it is. I'm like, you're doing it on the podcast, and I'm writing out a script because I want you to say what. And sure enough, I'm like, dude, that is really good. Mm-hmm. So, insanity has ensued since.
Yeah. What's that movie with the Big Mama? He does Big Mama. We actually went. Yeah, he does Big Mama perfectly.
He's never given us that one.
No.
Yeah.
That must be a special for the family one then, huh?
No, we actually dressed him up. My neighbor had to help us. Dressed him up as Big Mama. Colored his skin with shoe polish. Uh-huh. We went to a Halloween party. I stayed off all by myself. Nobody knew who he was the entire night. They kept asking me where Mark was. I'm like, he's here somewhere. He went to get me a drink. He's here somewhere.
He's here somewhere. Big Mama.
Big Mama.
That's Mark's
That's Mark's new name.
Big Mama. He's totally screwed.
He takes his phone in the shower with him in the morning to record his
trust
Mark.
me. Trust me. I'm the bearer of these gifts.
Mark,
you're not the only one. You're not the only one. You're not special. He sends them to my girlfriends. He sends them to everybody. We'll go out to dinner and somebody will rag on him. My girlfriend will rag on him. That's it. She's getting farts. And he'll start texting him. Yeah.
I'll tell you what. Right now, it's got to be the most. Tim is like a little schoolgirl. He will not fart. He will not. He refuses to do it. Refuses to. We
Seriously,
actually were talking about kicking him out of the group because he wouldn't fart. So
here's the story. My wife and I have been together 16 years. We've never done that in front of each other. We will never.
Really?
I'm not even allowed to say the word fart in my house. I have to say stinker or fluff.
Fluff.
Yeah, this is my world, bro.
This is my world, dude. I'm not allowed to make toots at my house.
No poo slacks for Tim.
Jennifer will literally use the bathroom if it's just me, her, and the kids in the house. She will use the bathroom with the door open. She does not care.
I don't ever shut the door. Mark yells at me. Yeah. He's like, "What are you doing in there? Shut the goddamn door."
Every time I walk past, I'm just like, dude. She's like, what? She goes, you guys have all seen it.
Yep.
You guys have all seen it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Thanks, Ma. My grandma used to do the same thing. My mama, she'd do the same thing. She had no shame. She'd be like, TJ, come here. And I'd walk back there, and she'd be sitting on the pot, as she would call it, and not care at all.
I don't care.
When I talk to me. Or her and Grandpa would be in the bathroom, and she'd be like, TJ, come here. So I walk in there, and she'd have a hold of my grandpa, the bottom of his ball bag pulled all the way back. What's this right here? I'm like, dude, what is going on? What is happening to me? My grandma had no shame. No shame.
No, I don't have any
feel
shame.
this lump on my breast. Feel this. I'm like, Grandma, no, just feel it. Feel of it. She did no shame. None.
It's funny because we have 2 teenage boys, and you know Mark, and I have no shame. I don't care. I'll do anything. I have no problems with anything. My boys, being teenagers, they're at that age where everything freaks them out. They get fighting, and I'll be like, knock it off, stop arguing, whatever. That's it. I'm gonna show you my tits. They're like, Mom, really? And I'm like, I haven't even showed
those,
you.
Don't they?
Yeah, but they do, and I haven't even showed them. Just the fact that I said tits bothers them. I'm like, how are you so sensitive growing up in this house?
That's his girlfriend. That's his girl. I'm not allowed to touch her no more. If I touch her or kiss her, he's 7. So if I embrace her, if I hug her, and if I accidentally, go down and squeeze her butt cheek, he is like not having it. Dad, stop! I'm like, jeez, man. Dad, stop! Every time I get around, Dad, stop! I gross my kids, my 2 daughters, I gross them out all the time. In front of, embarrass the shit out of them in public, all the time. They're always like, oh my God, Dad, what?
My son has a friend that's basically part of the family. He lives with us through the summer and Christmas break and everything. And so we're sitting at the dinner table one night, and something was said, and he's like, well, you guys, your bath towels are community towels. I'm like, no, they're not. And he goes, well, someone used my towel. I go, yeah, Mark and I use that for sex. Everyone, oh, yeah. He's like, you know what? Never mind. It's all good, he says. It's fine. Keep the towel. I'm like, dude, you want it back?
Wow.
He's like, no towel.
Dude, wow. That may or may not have been an overshare, Mrs. Tanner.
Well, we didn't use it for sex. I just told him that.
We don't have
sex.
Now
that we've got that cleared up. Yes, I do have children. I have 3 children, Joseph. I have a 20-year-old daughter, a 16-year-old daughter, and a 7-year-old son. Yeah.
That's a big difference.
Yeah, I'm totally aware. I wasn't aware of that when it was going on, but after it happened, now I'm really aware that there's a difference there. Big difference. But I will say this. It is nice having a young one when you're older, because then you really appreciate all the little tiny things that you didn't really appreciate the first time around. You know
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, now that you got a little more patience when you're older. You know what I mean? So... me
Bro,
versus
I'm in grandpa mode.
Me and now the 7, it's a little different now. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, okay, yeah, all right, yeah. I can't remember. I can't forget to make sure I make all of these, because I'll never see another one. You know what I'm saying? So it's that kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm in grandpa mode, raising some 5-year-olds, so we do all the fun stuff. Grandpa. So much patience than I had in my 20s raising kids.
I don't know if I had any patience at all.
Yeah,
when they were younger, when the 2 girls were younger, there was 4 kids in the house. It wasn't 2 kids and 2 adults. It was 4 kids in the house.
Right.
No,
I feel you.
Wilding out, man. Wilding out.
All right, guys.
All right.
I'll see you later. I'll give you back to Mark.
Mrs. Tanner.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
See ya.
Not everybody was Mrs. Tanner. The richest
What's up,
woman.
Big Mama?
What's up, Big Mama? Big Mama's back.
I gotta practice that one. But let me ask you a question. Now that I'm thinking about something, is it normal for women to leave the door open when they go to the bathroom? Do they do that at your house, T?
Oh.
Yes.
Wait a minute.
What? Wait.
When you're a mom and you have kids, you don't get to pee alone. You get used to no privacy.
Right. She's right.
Nobody.
She's
well,
right.
I'll tell you this.
My kids don't come in anymore, but my dogs do. My dogs will sit at my feet and wait for me.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Our dogs are.
All three Labradors do that to Jennifer. They will go and jockey for position in front of the door. Like who?
I know where Leah's at the house at all times.
Well, I can tell you this. When I take a dump, the buzzards circle over the house. No, but let me ask you something.
What?
Is it normal?
My wife uses the bathroom with the door open.
Yeah.
My grandmother's Italian, and we had a bidet in the bathroom, and she would piss with the door open, flicking her Misty Light 120s in the toilet.
Yeah. Dude,
screaming at me.
She'll go in the bathroom. She goes in the master bathroom.
Fucking man of the
100s. That's so good.
all the time. She'll freak out. It's crazy.
When women pee, it's loud, right? Because that stream is a lot more than what we do, right? So
we get the side of the toilet.
Yeah, she'll go in the bathroom in the morning. I'll be still laying in bed, and she goes in there, let the door open, and starts peeing, and I just roll over and go, "That better not be poop."
Hey, Joseph Skinta wants to know, Tim, how old are you?
I'm 43. I'll be 44 in March.
Yeah, and I'm 39, and I'll be 40 in June.
Yeah.
Oh, you're in June? Mm-hmm. When's your birthday in June?
June 1st.
Oh, you're right there. I'm the 28th.
And Mark is 700 years old. Like all bridge trolls, his age.
Fitty. You waited, it's all downhill.
3,000 years old, like all the bridge trolls.
No, he's David the Gnome.
David the Gnome.
But he's really like...
Big Mama, baby. Big Mama.
Yeah.
We're all wondering why Big Mama has never been a thing for everybody. What's up with that?
Well, I haven't done that in a long time. I got my neighbor in trouble. He's a police officer, and he's married to a black woman, and I called and left a message. What I didn't know is he got caught cheating on his wife about a month before, and he called me up. He calls me Papa. He goes, "Hey, Papa, you got to call her back and do that voice." And I go, "Why? She thinks it's funny?" He goes, "No, because I'm fixing to get thrown the fuck out." Yeah.
Is it that good? Your wife said that the whole night at the costume party, nobody knew who the fuck you were.
Yeah, nobody knew who it was. That was a party where dude, we're standing there, and I don't drink, so there was cases of soda stacked up, right? Mm-hmm. Like those open cardboard box on the bottom with all the 6-packs stacked in them. Yeah. They were stacked like 10 high, and I wanted a Dr. Pepper, which was on the bottom. So, dude, I'm standing there, and I pull one Dr. Pepper out of the bottom rack, and like 10 minutes later, the whole thing falls over and starts spraying everybody with soda. And Kate looks at me and she goes, "I know you had something to do with that." I'm like, "Let's go." But yeah. My neighbor made me a big fat suit and then put the black makeup all over the place. That was right after the movie was out, and
that's great.
I could do the voice pretty good, but I knew like 40 people at this party, nobody knew it was me. It was that good of a costume.
Philip Alexander said he was born March 31st, 1966. There is no way you were born in 66.
No, 1866.
Maybe, but not 1966. There's no fucking way, dude.
1866?
Maybe.
Yeah.
But not 1966.
56, baby? 56.
56. I would lean towards 46.
He's only 9 years older than me?
No way. No way.
He's 20 years older than you.
Dude,
Jason
that man's...
Lehman wants to know when the Ohio Jamboree is. Dude, I don't know. That's probably never going to happen.
Ooh, we'll make that happen in the spring. We'll figure that out in the spring
for something. Out in the spring, because, dude, I don't know, man. I honestly don't know, dude. I don't know. You know what I mean?
We're definitely meeting up. You got to have a reason for Tanner to get up here.
You guys just do what you got to do. I know your business gets to get rolling up into the spring, and when the time is good, boom, we pull the trigger. We only need 30 days to prepare it, and I'm in. I'm coming. So, And T, if you get married sometime this year, and it's open enough wedding, not just immediate family, I'd be there for that.
Well, I'm not inviting you to my wedding. You know that's
we're not taking.
But you might have. Yeah, if you don't invite me, I will promise you this. If you don't invite me, Big Mama will show up at your fucking wedding.
And I'm Big Mama's handler.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm thinking. Honestly, well, it's not going to be a secret. I mean, unless she's watching, but I'm thinking I might just take her away somewhere. I might even get on an airplane for the first time in my life.
Yeah, that's cool. Whatever it takes, dude. Just get it done.
We'll
I
go there.
think if anything, we'll at least have a really nice reception.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Whatever it is.
Yeah, she deserves something really nice, really special, because she's really nice and really special to me. Aw. Don't tell her I said that, though, because then she's going to be asking for shit.
Yeah.
Your wife is hilarious, bro. The whole sextile thing was really awkward, dude.
Yeah.
I can't picture Mark married to somebody straight laced. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
no.
Markson's shower farts. Like,
No, listen. Wait a minute. She was very straight laced before she met me. You know?
Okay.
I told you when we moved in our house, our TV literally sat on either. Yeah, it was milk crates on a piece of wood, and we bought an entertainment center. Was our first piece of furniture, and I told you my wife called her dad and goes, "Guess what, Dad? We bought an entertainment center," because he was laughing about our setup, and he goes, "I thought you married one," you know. But
So
yeah,
now
we
that
have fun.
Mark's talking, does anyone have a technical question for Mark Tanner? Anyone have a technical question for Mark Tanner?
Yeah.
Anyone?
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Paul Rawson actually did ask one. He said, Mark, I'm currently quoting a supermarket. They have windows about 10 meters high in front of the checkouts. It is a no-brainer to use. Is it a no-brainer to use a scissor lift? I don't know how high 10 meters is.
No, it's a no-brainer to use a scissor lift. The problem with a scissor lift is that it takes up a lot of room, so you're going to have to be there before hours. If you're willing to work before hours or after hours, you know, no, scissor lifts are pretty self-explanatory. You don't even really need a harness in a scissor lift. Yeah, very simple, very maneuverable.
But you should wear one.
Yes. Yeah.
You don't really need one, but you should wear one, is what Mark meant to say.
What's that? Oh, yeah, I'll tell him. Yeah, scissor lift. She wants me to tell you another story, and I'll get to that in a minute. The scissor lift, like I said, very self-explanatory. One joystick, left, right, up, or down, depending on how you have the switch. But again, you got to watch everything around you. My guys bumped a concrete column with a scissor lift about 30 feet, 26 feet high, and it cost me a lot of money to restucco and paint that column. Because, so again, yeah, scissor lifts are great pieces of equipment if you don't have to rent it, and they're going to let you use it. Run with it.
Right. Yeah. And that was a technical question. Does anyone have a Bon Jovi question for him? Well, you guys want to do the Bon Jovi moment with Tim Huber?
Yeah,
you can ask him a Bon Jovi question. He'll tell you.
Listen, so I've been working at my buddy's cafe through the winter, and I got all these young girls that are working with me. So every time I hear the first chord of a Bon Jovi song, it's like, girls, Bon Jovi. I'd stop everything I'm doing to make sure I'm gonna have them.
Yeah. Dude,
I
would
really, man, but
come on,
now
bro.
they
You
all
can't do
got.
that to you can't do that to
Oh
young women.
yeah, it's funny.
Subjugate them to your fucking Bon Jovi-ness.
Hilarious,
Jesus.
dude. Yeah,
I was in BJ's today, and you know they have all those boom boxes and radios and stereos out there.
He said
Right.
BJ.
That's pretty cool.
He said
So-
BJs. That's pretty cool.
Some kid, I swear to you,
BJ.
we're walking by,
BJ's.
I'm looking at all the TVs, and someone cranks up Bon Jovi on one of those sound systems, and I go just like this, fucking Tim Huber. I swear to God. Everywhere we go.
Right. Is that the story your wife wanted to relate to us?
Say that?
Is that the story your wife wanted you to tell us?
Oh, no. She wanted me to tell you about the time that we redid the bathroom. So I take the toilet out to the front porch and replace it. I just let it sit on the porch for a day. And my neighbor, she was the one that made me the fat costume. She said, "Why is there a toilet on your front porch?" I said, "Oh, I'm going to take it out for bulk trash." And she goes, I go, "Hey, why don't you do me a favor? Make me some turds for it." So she made me these paper mache turds that had corn and peanuts in them. And they were like 3 foot long. So I stuffed them into the toilet and set it out by the road. And then the fun part was watching the trash guys come. They were like, I'm not touching that thing.
All to amuse yourself.
We are way too easily amused, man. I gotta get Poop Slacks back up on the screen here. Speaking of fucking too easily amused. I'm glad that fucking everyone that loves Perry Tate fucking decides to still watch the show and shit. That makes me feel good. Hashtag Poo Slacks. So hashtag Poo Slacks for you.
Dude, it's trending. It's trending.
Trending right now. Hashtag Poop Slacks.
Poop slack.
Poo or poop, either one.
Ueno Woohoo says Bon Jovi is a girls' band. We are aware. Henry would like to know where's Tim's Bud Light.
Tim's not drinking for a little bit.
Tim's not drinking. Yeah, Tim's got to drive tonight.
Yeah.
So he can't. Yeah, Tim is the designated driver of this podcast, so he's sober. Somebody had to drive. It was either me or Tim, and Tim said him. So we're going with Tim tonight.
You know TJ's sloshing it back right now.
Yeah, all the time.
All the time.
I should drink, man. When I drank, I was skinny like Tim. I need to go back to drinking. less eating, more drinking. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, you don't want to eat much when you're drinking.
What?
You don't want to eat much when you're drinking.
Yeah. You usually just want to drink and stuff.
I eat more when I'm drinking.
Do you?
Yeah. There's a reason to go to TJ's. TJ's is our country place, the worst breakfast in the world that you only go to at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, we don't have a Waffle House.
Cook?
No, that's the name of the restaurant. TJ's.
Oh.
It's called TJ's Country Place.
I know it's giving you a hard time.
No, it's literally the only place. It's like Columbus. It's the one place you go to at 2 o'clock in the morning. You never go there any time in your life except for 2 o'clock in the morning. It's like a Waffle House type deal. Eat the crap.
Joseph Skinta said that when his son was 3 years old, they went to Home Depot and he had to use the bathroom, and I told him to hang on. I turned around and he was sitting on a display toilet taking a shit.
That's awesome.
You know what I'd say? Attaboy.
Yono Woohoo says it takes 3 Bud Lights to equal a real man's beer. That's cool.
That's
like
awesome.
We haven't heard that joke before. Hey man, that's not a real man's beer. Trust me.
I only drink Sierra Nevada. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I only drink IPA that's been filtered through the nutsack hair of my buddy. Bro.
Oh my god, dude! I live in the like cultural center of douchebags making beer into wine. It's just
really?
every guy. Have you checked out the IBUs?
Wait,
like,
beer into wine.
IBUs one more fucking time.
You say beer into wine?
No, like they're turning beer into wine. Like people are smelling beers and like, have you tried this chocolate porterhouse double? No, I haven't. Drink real beer. Fuck off.
Right.
My city is 50,000 people, and that's it. Like in my little city, and we have 9 breweries. Yeah. Like they just popped out of nowhere.
Really?
9 of them.
And there are always some fat 33-year-old sure it's too small for them.
Yeah.
IGG3.
I won't go into them. They don't serve Bud Light.
Yep, fuck it.
No, I'm not going in.
I drink Budweiser, so whatever. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, dude. If I start drinking Budweiser, I literally get a gut. That's the only reason I don't drink Budweiser.
Poor Tim.
Welcome to my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once. If you're gonna drink, what you should drink is Summer's Douche Eve IPA 9000 that Unu Uhu fucking drinks by the caseload.
You should drink our chocolate poo slacks.
You should drink this chocolate poo slacks made in Detroit. It powers my smart car.
Crusty Pants IPA.
Yeah.
Crust
hey.
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 I would say about 3 boys in a joint.
Sorry, Tim.
No, I was telling Paul 3 bowls in a joint.
Floor.
That's great. I just thought that, Tim. That was awesome. He says he drinks PBR. I don't believe that.
Oh, dude. I tried
Who
PBR
does
for
not
a
drink
few
PBR.
years.
That's a fucking lie. That's a lie.
I do.
He drinks unicorn piss filtered through fucking.
Well, it got popular around here.
G-strings is what he drinks.
TBR became the it bar or the it beer for a while.
Because it's cheap.
The high place, yeah. Sold him $2 a draft up at the high end bars and stuff. Like, then you taste
beer
it.
Pong. That's beer pong beer.
Yeah, definitely beer pong.
Miller Lite or High Life is beer pong beer. High Life, you get an 18-pack for $9.
I love High Life.
Champagne beer?
Fuck
it.
Yeah.
That shit is so gross, dude. That's
I
the
love
worst
High Life.
beer ever created. The champagne of beers, son.
If anybody can find me a case of Little Kings, though, I want a Little Kings night. I haven't had a Little Kings night in 20 years.
Yeah, I ain't drank no Little King since I was drinking underneath a fucking 50-foot tall pine tree. You know what I'm saying? That's how long it's been since I've had Little Kings.
Do you guys remember, your dads are probably a little younger than mine, but where you used to have, a beer fridge in the garage? Like, every dad had a beer fridge.
I had one up until recently.
I still have one.
It's filled with Red Dog and MGD Draft.
Oh, yeah, Red Dog.
My job was to go
smash Red Dog.
MGD
all
day.
Yeah.
We used to smash Red Dog in fucking grade school and high school. Smash that shit. 30 packs of Red Dog. I used to have the big tin Red Dog sign in my first apartment. I got pictures of me in my underwear drinking a fucking big tall can of fucking Red Dog like a savage in the streets.
We used to drink Genesee.
Genesee.
You guys have
Cobra?
Genesee Cream Ale. Genesee Cream Ale.
We used to call it fucking genocide because you'd look around a party and everyone just laid the fuck out.
Yeah, we used to drink Genesee Cream Ale. That shit was really good.
It's good, but you're going to get your ass kicked.
Yeah.
40 King Cobra was the shit, man, back in the day.
What?
Get a 40 King Cobra?
Yeah, for 79 cents.
Yeah, cheap as shit. Grab your little bottle of Mad Dog.
Oh, God.
Oh, boy.
You guys ever play Edward 40 Hands?
Yeah. Of course.
That shit was
I played Edward 40 Hands 3 or 4 years ago. Hopefully it'll pop up on my hopefully it'll pop up on my newsfeed because me, my buddy Jeremy, and Curtis, the three of us did Edward 40 Hands during a Browns game. You know what I mean? For real. It was rough, dude. With 40s at Colt 45. It was a fucking nightmare. But I got through.
We used to do it with Old English, and that shit is gross.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
That or St. Ides, man. You gotta be a man.
St. Ides.
You gotta be a man.
Drinking St. Ides.
Listen. Hey, listen. You gotta be about your business if you're drinking some Colt 45 or some St. Ides. You gotta be about your business.
You do not fuck the dude drinking a St. Ides out of a paper bag. Fuck that. No way.
Don't fuck with that dude.
That guy's not giving shit. He spent his last $1.35 on that shit.
Right?
He's gonna
Yeah. It's going down. It's going down. If I gotta set this down, it's about to get physical.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm only setting it down to break it and stab you.
Yeah.
Nope.
You know why we keep it in the bag? So all the evidence stays in one place, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You hit me in the head with a bottle. No, I didn't. Where's the glass at?
Gone.
Double bag that shit. You never know when you gotta strike someone. You know what I'm saying?
You listen to that thing. Fuck that.
Christopher Young. Is that dude with the titties? Man titties? That dude, is that Christopher Young? Is that him? Is that him?
I don't know, but it sounds funny. Yeah, it is. That's him.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Is that the dude that was commenting that left the group? Is that the guy?
I don't know.
What's his name?
Christopher Young. Is that him? Man, that sounds right, doesn't it?
I think it was Thomas or something Thomas.
Oh, it might have been Christopher. I don't know. Hey, if you're not the guy with the titties, Christopher Young, we're sorry. If you're not the one that's emotionally challenged and has man tits, then I apologize.
Tit dad.
Yeah.
Titties.
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 So, I think this is it, man. You guys want to shit on Perry some more? Let's talk about Perry. Hey, Perry Taint. That's my new.
You dropped that 10 times in one sentence. I couldn't stop laughing.
That's what I'm going to refer to him as from now on. Perry Taint. I mean, if you're not calling him Perry Taint, you ain't about this life. You know what I mean? No tits. Christopher Young says he has no breasts. Okay, sorry, Christopher. Sorry, Christopher. Sorry, buddy. There's a lot of Christophers out there. I'm glad that you're not that Christopher.
Paul Rawson asked, what's the highest you guys have ever used a squeegee on a pole. I would say 25 to 30 feet is max. You know?
I use my 30-foot pole all the time, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I usually have a ledger with it, though, if I'm going to go up that high.
I would imagine if you took a water-fed pole, put a tip, and had two of them, one for a mop and one for a squeegee, you could probably do some pretty high windows. Any time I've ever done it has been with an old-ass aluminum pole that's got about 40 feet of flex to it.
Yeah.
So if you're going to do it...
Well, the unders are pretty good.
Yeah.
They get all floppy.
The OptiLock ones, yeah.
Yeah. That's what I carry that every day with me.
The
I use it just about every day.
With a backflip boys tool on it.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen 3 stories done with it.
Yeah.
But I don't think you could do much higher than that.
No, and that's a quick...
Fuck it if there's something on the window you can't get off.
Yeah.
Right.
If you need a scraper or something like that, you're fucked.
Dude, I want to show you something. I showed you pictures of it. I'm frozen in my screen for some reason, so let me know when you can see this. Okay. You see that?
Yeah. See it.
Okay. This, was designed and built by a guy. It's a Reach It rinse bar on the top, white flat pad on the bottom, on a swivel mount, just like you would clean pool coping with, that this thing will rotate any which way. And he sent this for me to try it out. He's not interested in selling them. He's not interested in designing them. He just built some cool shit, and he wanted me to try it because he's been using it for over a year and said this blows the doors off of any brush ever because of the white pad. And the white pad is Velcroed on, so you can just change out the white pad, he says. But as the white pad wears...
The thing that I don't like about it so far is that bottom, the bottom part, the bottom tube part is in the
rinse,
way.
yeah.
If that was,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
But you can actually move this any which way you want it. It moves out of the way. I don't know if you can see that.
Right.
Well, you probably put
it moves out of the way. And it can be. I mean, you can put it under just like that. Yeah. But and it's got. I mean, dude, the design of this is pretty kick ass. You
shouldn't have showed it on the internet. Cause
it's just stolen by Reach It.
Introducing the Window Weapon 1.1. It's the fucking doo-doo-doo with the hootie.
Yeah. Well, the guy's name is James Johnson. He is done with Reach It, and he's looking to liquidate his Reach It stuff. So that's what I was talking to him about it, and he said, "Let me send you this brush." He says, "Because I just built another one." He says, I got them in 12-inch and 18-inch. He goes, I'm just going to tell you, you will never go back to a bristle brush after you use this. So that's what I'm going to do. And he's like, make them. He says,
weird about this is me and you were talking about this in the background. Before this dude even showed Mark this. This was me and Mark. I was like, what would be cool is if you just did this. And Mark's like, you know what? I was thinking the same thing. And then boom, this dude comes out of nowhere with, hey man, just put this white pad and a rinse bar on your pole. Yeah. It's the best shit ever. And
I can tell you this.
To see.
In looking at this piece of equipment, I can tell it's been used really hard for a while. So it's not anything he threw together real quick. Mm-hmm. And this, there's easy ways to make something like this by starting with one of those pool coping scrubbers or even a drywall sander. You know those drywall sanders you put on a pole? That's already set up. You just got to transfer it over and put a rinse bar into it. Mm-hmm. I think I build one with more of the Tucker style rinse bar, but then you don't have to buy anything from Reach It to make it work, or you can make your own rinse bar. Right. But this basic design.
Coming soon in spring of 2019, we're going to have the Outlaw Window Cleaner Ding Dong brush. It's going to be shaped like a dick. The framework is going to be a penis. And then you're going to have this, it's going to be super sweet. We're going to mount our rinse bar on the penis, right? Right, Mark?
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And the penis will always get into the corners. Remember that.
Mark has got what did you say? You almost got your penises into the computer, right?
Yeah.
Schematics for the penises are almost done.
No. There's the program only allows you to draw basic shapes, but it doesn't, like by dimension. So I need to be able to freehand draw a wiener and get it into the program. You understand what I'm saying? So if not, it just looks like, it looks like a wiener, but they got to be. We want them to have character.
Yeah, I forgot that Philip Alexander. I forgot Philip Alexander was also watching the podcast. Perry Tate Light. He's gonna have something just like that in the works for Simple. The Simple brush. It won't be the penis brush from Outlaw Window Cleaner. It won't be that. So there's that. We've got that going for us. So whatever.
Well, look, all I know is that
we're going to use Tucker over-the-top rinse bars on the Peter brush.
Yeah, window wiener. But
dude.
Trademark.
Dude, listen. I wonder how many dudes will buy the window wiener if we legitimately take that brush and make one.
Yeah.
But with like a straight boner to mount the fucking rinse bar.
Yeah.
I bet you dudes would line up the fuck.
Dude, you can make a window wiener, a scrub
Listen, and here's the thing.
It's like root hair.
The 12-inch comes in flesh tone, and the 18-inch comes in black.
Dude, we gotta do it, man. If we don't do that, we ain't about shit, dude, for real. Seriously, can we do that? Are we allowed to do that, Mark? Can we make...
I need the scrotum scrubber. I need that in my life.
Can we make the window wiener? Or are we
Yeah, I think we can.
Man, we gotta do
I use my
dude.
scrubber.
Dude, I will have fucking decals cut out for it and everything, bro. Dude, just imagine us making that. It's on the window wieners.
You have a whole
and
line.
people actually buying the fucking window wieners.
Yeah.
The hottest selling product of the year, man.
Dude, listen.
You can make the clam
We're
cleaner.
talking dimes out here. If you try to copy the window wiener, it's already on wax. You can't. Listen, we got a guy on the case. He's free-handed dicks. We're fucking doing this.
Hey, he's
all
out doing...
pre-orders will get a free dick wind chime.
Yes.
Yo, what up,
Richie's
Richie?
back.
Glad you came back for 2 seconds. You just missed out. We're gonna make Richie Blue 20% partner in window wiener. So he's gonna get 20% of sales on the window wiener.
We're not gonna pay you though.
No, we're paying him. We're definitely paying him. We're coming out with the window wiener. Show him the
We're
window
doing
wiener.
Perry Tate's contract.
Mark, show Perry our Perry Tate, not Perry Tate, but Richie Blue. Show Richie Blue the window wiener.
This is the window wiener right here.
Yeah, we're gonna build it. I think the struts on the side that hold the rinse bar and everything, those should be little penises.
Yeah.
And then and then get a nice thin plate to go across the top to hold the over the top rinse bar, and it will be shaped like a wiener. I bet you will sell like at least a dozen.
And it's gonna have optional bronze wool hair for ultimate rubbing.
For good old root cleaning.
Yeah. You're really gonna.
Well, no. If you think about it, dude. If you think about it, they use boar's hair. Why not make it real?
Dude, next level.
Yeah.
Outlaw Window Cleaner 2019, next fucking level, guys. We're gonna have some barbecue rub. The Outlaw Window Cleaner barbecue rub is almost done. It's been bottled and shipped. Now I just gotta label it, and then we'll start selling it. It's gonna be $50 a bottle because we're trying to fund college funds.
Yeah, it's $50 a bottle because I'm only getting 10% on this, so I gotta at least make $5.
The window wiener is gonna be awesome, dude. So
no, you could have a pubic auction on the window wiener.
Yeah, we'll have a pubic auction. But yeah, man, go to www.outlawwindowcleaner.com. Buy you some Outlaw Window Cleaner T-shirts, some coffee mugs, all that shit. One of these days, I'll figure out how to use that website and the Squeegee Life shit on there. 'Cause I'm, Tim was right. You gotta need a college fucking degree to get that shit on there.
We'll get you going.
Could you imagine being a customer looking at a giant 12-inch penis cleaning the windows? Well, this is the thing. It's not going to look like a penis. It's just the framework is the penis.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
They'll never know. It'll be your inside joke.
Penis cleaning the windows every day anyway.
The only people that will know that it's the window wiener is you. You're the only one that'll know what the window wiener is.
You might have a lot more insides to do when them ladies see it.
Yeah, you're doing all the insides, brother, man. But yeah, and then, not only that, if you guys don't know, fucking Tim got his YouTube channel back, the first one. Yep. Go subscribe to it. Go to subscribe to the other Outlaw Window Cleaners. Subscribe to my channel. Fucking subscribe to Mark's channel. Subscribe to Seth's channel. They don't put videos. Just subscribe, because that's what it's all about. Subscribe. So, go to iTunes and give us a fucking review on iTunes, man. Just click 5 stars and be like, these guys are douchebags. That's all you got to say. You know what I mean? Or you could just fucking give us a 5-star rating and put I farted. That will really help us out, man. Free Richie blue stickers, please. Okay, I will make that
happen. The shirt. You buy the shirt, you get the
shirt. Buy the shirt. Go to www.blowme if you want one of those shirts. No. You go to, all you got to do is send your money to cnwcohio@aol.com if you want to know about the Richie Blue t-shirt. I mean, you guys know where to find me. You know what I mean? Those will be going out Monday. I got to send Ben Marino his fucking samurai before he has a fucking conniption. He'll end up telling me what not Seth, what's that dude with the really weird mustache that's always sticking bacon in his mouth and licking the package and shit? What's that guy's name?
Brett Paisano?
Brett Paisano. Yeah, that's fucking yum. You're like, you're too poor to send me free shit, motherfucker. Stupid fuck. And then, those
I still got to send John a gunslinger.
Who?
John, the high-rise guys down in Texas.
John the Freedom? Yeah. He don't need shit. That dude's I'm
sending him this one. I just haven't had a chance to yet.
But yeah, man, hashtag Free Richie Blue, guys. We'll be back Wednesday probably. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe. Probably. I don't know. We'll see.
Hey guys, it's the real Rod Musgraves here, not the short imposter. Enjoy the episode of Outlaw Window Cleaning Radio, and remember, install that fiber.